Welcome to the newly updated Hyundai Venue. As you can tell, it now has a light bar design at the back like its cousin the Kia Sonet. They've changed the looks a bit, refreshed it. So we'll talk about its warranty, its service plan, its practicality. We'll also talk about that chrome front they have going. We'll talk about the boot space and, as always, the cost of ownership. But first, let's get a word from our sponsors. I'm just joking, we don't have any sponsors. So the first thing when I go to Hyundai, I ask them, is this light bar a light bar? Like, does it turn on like the one you get in the Haval H6? And the answer is no. I don't know about the N line, I haven't seen it, but on the entry-level models, it's just a reflector like you get in the Kia Sonet and in the VW T-Cross. But besides all that, I really love the changes they've made to this car, especially in the rear. You won't be confused between the new one and the old one. When you see the back, you'll know this is the facelifted model. Now, believe it or not, this car actually starts at 294,900 Rand for the 1.2 motion manual transmission. Now, the reason I say it, believe it or not, is because the Hyundai i20 1.2 manual motion starts at 297,900 Rand. So the Venue is 3,000 Rand cheaper. And as you've noticed, guys, SUVs are taking over. Hatchbacks, sedans, they're really struggling to cope these days. Everybody wants the right height. Everybody wants an SUV these days. I don't know if you've heard, the Datsun Go has been cancelled. The Go Plus has been cancelled. You've heard about the Ford Fiesta being cancelled, the Ford Figo, the Ford Focus was cancelled back then, the Renault Megane, and so on and so on and so on. But in this case, I kind of understand because 3,000 Rand cheaper. If you had to choose Venue or i20, I bet you a lot of people would take the Venue just because it looks bigger. But as you go up the Venue range, it does become more expensive than the i20. But let me know, between the two, which would you buy? Because the prices aren't too far apart. If you haven't seen my i20 review, I'll leave a link in the description. Before we get to the cost of ownership, the boot space. This car has a 343-liter boot, which should be more than enough for your month-end groceries at Macro or Checkers or Spar or wherever you shop. You also get a spare wheel in case of an emergency. Now, coming to the front of the car, it's very shiny. Bling, bling. People will definitely see you coming. First I looked at it and thought, But comparing it to the old one, this is definitely an improvement. The grill on the old one, hey, it looked like it just came back from the dentist and its mouth is still open. Yeah, it was not a good look. But let's get back to this model. And speaking of models, I didn't tell you which model you're looking at right now. This is the 1-liter turbo motion model. You can get it as a manual or as an automatic. Now, it comes with this black and gray cloth interior. How long that will remain clean? Hey, that is entirely up to you. But while it's new, while it's clean, it looks very nice. I like it. But for people with kids, this interior is going to be a nightmare. If you want a different interior, you could always get the fluid model, but it's more expensive. It comes with black cloth and artificial leather. But for this one, like I said, if you can keep it clean, you'll be fine. It looks very nice while it's new, but don't say I didn't warn you. But a simple solution, no eating in the car. Do not let anyone buy a Big Mac and drink Fanta or Coke or anything like that in your car. When it spills, I don't know how you're going to clean it up. It's going to be an issue. The steering wheel is nice. Multifunction steering wheel with all the buttons. You also get a nice display for when you're driving. It's the infotainment screen. It looks like an afterthought, like they just glued it on there. But it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so most people won't mind. Coming to the back seats, when you go to pick up Spamandla from Crash, Spamandla is going to stand on those seats, guys. I'm just saying. Anyway, in the back, you do get... the legroom is enough. It's not as big as you might think, but it's okay. You get ports to charge your phone. You get rear air vents. It's hot, as I always say. It's alright. On the motion models, you only get 2 airbags for the driver and for the passenger. If you want side and curtain airbags, you'll have to pay extra and get the fluid or N-line models. All models get a rear camera, but no cruise control in the motion. If you want cruise control, fluid model. This 1-liter turbo motion model If you get the manual transmission, will cost you 354,900 Rand. On finance, that's 6,575 Rand. And it has a 45-liter fuel tank, so to fill it up will be 1,029 Rand. If you get an insurance premium of 1,800 Rand, it will bring your total cost of ownership to 9,404 Rand. The automatic is an extra 40,000 Rand. It comes in at 394,900 Rand. On finance, that's 7,316, which would bring your total cost of ownership to 10,145 Rand for the automatic. Now, all these 1-liter turbo engines are exactly the same, from the motion to the fluid, even to the N-line. By the way, the N-line is 449,900 Rand, but they all have the same engine, which produces 88 kilowatts and 172 Newton meters of torque. When it comes to your warranty, Hyundai is very generous. You get a 5-year, 150,000 kilometer warranty with an added 2 years, 50,000 kilometer powertrain warranty. And you also get a 3-year, 45,000 kilometer service plan. And you know what else is a good plan? Liking and subscribing. Support local YouTube, guys. Like and subscribe. It's the right thing to do. If you've watched more than one video, 2, and you haven't subscribed, bruh, what's happening? I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. I ask you this question again. Will this cake for 210 Rand or 9 liters of petrol?